Hi everyone, it's me, Krylios, Team Rayceen Productions MC and producer. And joining me today from Tulsa is Daniel McHenry. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey Daniel, how are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm splendid today. Seriously, really good.
Awesome. Awesome. I love that. I love that. I love when our guests are having a great day. So, of course, you know how we like to start things off. You've been on our channel before, but for those who've never seen you before, please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background and experience.
So my name is Daniel. I am newly founder of Tulsa. We have been here for about a little over a year now. And my experience, I am a personal trainer right now. That's what I do as my profession. But I am all things for the people, honestly. So, which is why I started this organization. Yeah, so that's a little bit about what I do and who I am and what's
I
going on.
love it. I love it. And if our viewers have not seen our Black Queer Tulsa interview before, let them know a little bit about Black Queer Tulsa and why you decided to, start this group, this initiative.
Yes, so the story is very long and very broad. However, I will just keep it very, very simple. So with Black Queer Tulsa's mission is to normalize the Black queer experience in Tulsa by curating events and community events that support inclusion and awareness, and also creating safe spaces for our community to build a stronger community. And so that is what that's what our main goal is here. And on that screen, yes, that is our board. So from the far left to the going to the right, we have all been really making Black Queer Tulsa great here in the city and giving Black queer individuals the ability to grow themselves, be able to be a part of such a great community and be outside even in such a conservative city. And so that's me on the far left. Right next to me is Luca. Luca is our events coordinator. Every event that we have put on, Luca has put his foot down and inside of that.
Yes.
So shout out to Luca. The one in the center, that is Theo. Theo is our media and marketing director. The new logo that you see behind him, behind us, he made that. And so we have our chief financial officer right next to him. That is Christy Van. She's been handling all of our finances and making sure we're on our P's and Q's and stay on track. Praise our God. And we have Neil. Neil is our outreach director, and he also helped with our logo as well. Neil also works for Nickelodeon, and he does animation and things like that. And we have a really good, solid team.
I love that. I love that.
Yes.
And so the team has grown since the last time we spoke.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Congratulations. Congratulations with that. And I know that you're having a big event come this June 10th. Tell us a little bit about that.
So June 10th through the 12th, that is this Tulsa's very first Black Pride event in Tulsa.
Yes.
We're calling it Black Proud 2022. Mm-hmm. And for the first night, we're going to open it up with a very dope 70s themed party. Everybody gonna come in their 70s themed gear, and we're gonna have a little skate aesthetic. So we're gonna have some people skating around and serving people, drinks and little foods and stuff like that. People to just turn up, create a vibe, and just have a really good time that night. It's gonna start at 9:30. It's gonna be lit. And we're gonna go until the night's end,
Yes.
The next morning, June 11th, we're going to open it up with our meditation and yoga, and because we believe in wellness seriously, and not only that, but we believe in therapy as well. And so we thought that why not open up our Saturday and our Sunday with yoga. We have, her name is Crystal. She's going to donate her services for us for that. If you want to be a part of that, you can just go online. You can just register online at our website. In our website, and you can be able to register for that. That way we can make sure we have enough mats for everybody. And then later on that afternoon, we're going to start our day in the park. Now, the day in the park is probably the biggest, most exciting thing that I've ever done, but it takes a lot of work. However, but we're going to have food trucks. We're going to have live music, drag shows. We're going to have other vendors out there to basically promote the Black community, Black-owned businesses and stuff like that. Because we definitely think that we are all better together. So whether we're queer, whether we're straight, we're all better together. So we just want to really support and shine light on Black Wall Street, and which everybody probably knows about. We had the centennial last year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very, very big and emotional thing for us in Tulsa. And so we really want to shine light on that, bring some positivity in that district, and let the community know that Black queer individuals do exist, and we do care about our Blackness just as well as they do. And so that's going to be our day in the park from 1 o'clock to 5. Then at the to end the night, we're going to have a ballroom scene with categories and things like that. And so very first time that's being brought here to Tulsa at this magnitude.
Will you be walking?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And we're doing it right. Like we want to make sure we have the correct foundation. And so we have people coming in from out of town to teach ballroom and even give the culture of ballroom so that nobody disrespects the culture.
Yes, yes.
Because it's going to be open to the public. And so we want people to understand what they're getting themselves into and what it means to, even though it's a very enjoyable thing, but we want people to understand, the grounds of it. And so we're going to have that starting at 9:30 that night, and that's going to go until 12. And so we're going to have prizes that night as well. So people who walk and win categories that have prizes and things like that. We have 7 of them. Okay, realness categories. I'm not going to spill the tea on what they are just yet. You got to go to our website and figure that out.
I love it. Oh my goodness.
And then then the next day on Sunday, we're having our wellness yoga again. That starts at 11. And then after that, we're going to have our signature Pride brunch. So endless mimosas, some really good local food being catered in, and we're going to end the night in our Pride there because we have so many things going on with Juneteenth the following week, and then Tulsa Pride the following week. So we just want to give people a little taste of what we're bringing to the table, and hopefully next year we'll be able to make it a whole week event to where we can have people, sponsors and donors actually come in and and help us take over Tulsa for a week. So
that sounds like a lot. It sounds like a really, really good time. 3 days of fun, excitement, education, and just a good time. Really, really bringing some good queer culture into Tulsa, some Black queer culture, and really expanding upon that. That is really great. That is really fun. I'm so excited that you are putting this on for that. Since Black Queer Tulsa has started to now, how has the response grown or changed since then into now, especially now as you're on the eve, of this Black Proud event?
So I must say, when we did our first interview, it was very tight. Everybody was not, Tulsa wasn't very, we knew they were ready, but they were like inching toward, but now it's like, everybody's all hands in. Everybody sees the growth. Everybody sees the community that's being built, the genuine people that are running these things and connecting with us, and really wanting to make Tulsa unified, and not just on a white spectrum, but on a whole race spectrum. So from Blacks to POC to whites, like everyone in between is really going to be unified here. And so because now that they see that is actually real, and that's really our goal, for us to really be at the table and have that seat at the table so that everybody who is of different cultures can actually pitch in to what's going on in Tulsa now. Everybody's on board. And we've been making really good connections with local queer organizations here, and partnering with other queer organizations and other small businesses to basically lift each other up and just support each other. And it's been a very beautiful ride. From the beginning, it was like, oh, no. Into like everybody's arms are like stretched out wide, like,
Yeah.
we love this. And it's like,
I
yeah.
love that. That is very, very exciting. And I know before the Black Proud event comes, you all have other events coming up. So I want you to touch on each of them and tell us a little bit about them.
Okay, so the May 28th event, that is actually something really, 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 really special because for the very first time, Tulsa and Oklahoma City are coming together to do something Black and queer here in Tulsa. Now, as it states, the event is free until 10 o'clock, and then afterwards, it's $5 entry, and everything that we make goes toward the organization so that we can promote and do things and expand the community. And so that's going to be at Fedora's Lounge. It is a very, very, very beautiful bar and grill and very queer friendly. So it's going to be a very nice spot for us to actually open up. Excuse me. It's going to be a very good time for us to actually open up our partnership with Urban Pride events. Brandy, she's the lead over there until the lead for Urban Pride, and we connected with her, and she's been very, very, very sweet, very, very forthcoming with her ideas and allowing us to, share this space in Tulsa so that we can all come together. Literally, we're really focusing on unity here, but we can all come together and make this happen. So that's the May 28th. And yes, we're going to be turned up, okay? Literally, literally working. I'm just saying, we're going to have a good time at this event. So it's a safe space so everybody can come in and be themselves and have a very, very, good time. And the next is Black and Queer in Tulsa. So this is our panel discussion. This is something that's going to be a lot more serious, to talk about the serious side of things, to get the Black queer voice out there in a way to show people what it's been like, how it is, what our struggle looks like, and even invite other people into the conversation to expound on those things and give them the perspective of what it's truly like, and not some made up expression or something that's as generic. We want to make sure that we give in some very genuine perspectives. So that discussion is going to be very deep, very deep questions, very real questions. And that's something that our event coordinator is putting on. And so shout out to Luca. And so we're going to have a panel discussion so people can come in, ask questions, and we'll be able to get that going. So for June 4th, Ballroom 101, this is the course that we're taking, that we're going to have for our ballrooms, for the ballroom scene on June 11th. So this is where people are going to come learn about ballroom and actually get some lessons from people who know exactly how to teach it and know exactly what they're doing, and also can put Tulsa onto the scene so that our ballroom, so that our what I'm trying to say, I guess, what would you call them? So that our house here that we'll have, because we're going to have there we go. So our house here that we'll have will be able to actually participate in national and local events, and actually Tulsa could be, one day, perfectly, Tulsa can be, the host of some of those events. And so, so speaking that into the atmosphere,
get out there from your mouth.
To his ears directly. Okay.
Right.
So really hoping that, that's something that does take off and, heads up in the right direction. So, but yeah.
I love that. I love that. I love that. It seems like, Black Queer Tulsa, I love the fact that the organization has grown so much, and the fact that you have a busy summer ahead of you. That is always great. That's always fun. Baby, it is Pride season. We are leaning into it. We are getting into it. So this is the perfect time for that to happen. So if our audience wants to find out more about upcoming events, especially Black Proud on June 10th, how are they able to do that?
So we have two ways. We have our website, which is right at the bottom, blackqueertulsa.org. You can go to our website, scroll down. You should see some tabs that says a tab that says events. Click on events. We have our event calendar there. That way you can see the brunches that we have every Sunday of the month, which we are currently building out to have those spaces already in there so that you guys know what's coming up ahead of time. Now, those brunches are specifically for Black Queer Tulsa members and not open to the public. So those are very exclusive. And we also have our queer calendar for Black Pride there as well. We're having to make some changes to it just because of some of the things we have to make changes for. So we're making changes to that, but that is on there as well. We also have our social media sites, and Instagram and Twitter, Black Queer Tulsa at Gmail. Black Queer Tulsa for our Instagram and in our Twitter pages. And for the Black Queer individuals who want to be a part of Black Queer Tulsa, you can do your membership online, and you can do it on our Facebook group page. So we have a private Facebook group on Facebook. Goodness, that was just a lot to have to say at one time, but we have that, and you can go in there, answer the questions, to make sure, that we are checking our check boxes and make sure everybody understands the rules and regulations. And that way, whenever we are meeting outside, everybody understands what's tea, and we don't have to go through any type of formalities as far as like respecting people, and respecting people's space, their privacy, their pronouns, all the above. And so we want to make sure that is that's something that you guys want to get into. You definitely have access to that through those channels.
Awesome. And so we're going to have the website link, of course, in the description of this video. So our audience can go ahead and click it right now and get into everything Black Queer Tulsa. Daniel, thank you so much for joining me today. It's always such a pleasure to get to chat with you and have a good kiki. It's always
great. It is always vibe, and I love it. I love it so much. I will do an interview anytime.
Yes, and of course we will definitely have you back here. Thank you so much, and I wish you the best of luck on all the rest of the events that Black Queer Tulsa has coming up this summer. To our viewers, please follow Team Rayceen Productions at Team Rayceen on all forms of social media. Click around our YouTube channel and check out our other interviews, vlogs, forums, and more. And while you're there, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But most of all, thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.
Bye.